Let me build a case to demonstrate to you that this could be the very last chance to purchase Bitcoin and make tremendous gains. Let's get to it. So before we get into all of that, we're going to take a look at coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 0.59% at the time of recording and stands at a whopping $2.47 trillion. We got Bitcoin at 65,181.11, up 0.97% in the past 24 hours, but down 2.49% in the past 7 days. We've got Ethereum at 3,382.29, up 0.55% in the past 24 hours, but down 5.34% in the past 7 days. So let's build this case to demonstrate to you that this could be the last opportunity to make tremendous gains in the crypto space. So I'm going to start here, right? And we've had 9 new Bitcoin ETFs accumulate a whopping $1.3 billion in BTC. Get this, within just 6 days. This is remarkable stuff. Now, this to me indicates that, the Bitcoin ETF demand could rise if we were to see what a lot of people, particularly traders in the crypto space, believe is going to be a really decent size pullback in the market. The demand as the price comes down could really gobble up a lot of that Bitcoin. So it brings me to the point that needs to be made. We need to understand market trends. And look, we got an article here. ARK Invests, Cathie Wood expects Bitcoin to ride a financial superhighway to $3.8 million. Now, I don't know if I align with, a $3.8 million Bitcoin in the future. But look, we need to look at the market trends. We need to understand what is actually happening here in the crypto space. Now, if we just solely focus on the Bitcoin spot ETF, there is a balance in the supply and demand, and an imbalance, I should say. Now, with this, we are seeing the demand for Bitcoin outpace the supply. This means that there isn't enough Bitcoin to meet the demand. Now, when this happens, the trend would be that we move to the upside. So maybe Cathie Wood isn't as mad as she sounds when she says, a $1 million Bitcoin or a $3.8 million Bitcoin. But look, if we look at the short period that many investors in the crypto space are focusing on, we're not going to see a $1 or a $3.8 million Bitcoin in this cycle, I don't believe. But we could, see $100,000, possibly $200,000 Bitcoin come the peak of this bull run. It is really interesting to see this, but we do need to understand the mechanics of what means, the price go up. A lot of people in this space, do a lot of speculating, but actually, at this rate, Bitcoin is going to surpass gold. We've already surpassed silver. Gold is next on the hit list. So this is where I want to make the case to invest in Bitcoin. We've even got articles here. Gold won't keep up with crypto's expected 2 to 3x of market cap in the coming years, according to, many analysts, right? Not just Jamie here, but many analysts believe this. And I am also one of them, right? We forecasted a Fed pivot in Q3. We forecasted this a year ago. I think there will be a Fed pivot that leads to crypto crash and stock crash. But I think that crash is going to be very, very short-lived, particularly when it comes to Bitcoin. I think the demand way outpaces the supply. So, I think a lot of people are going to get caught out and a lot of people are going to miss the opportunity. Now, if I own more than one Bitcoin, for example, or you do, I would be locking one of those up and putting it in a trust and leaving it there indefinitely, because I do think that that is going to lead to generational level wealth for your family or whoever's in that trust. Whereas, many people are going to find it, very tempting as the price goes up to part with their Bitcoin. And I think there's going to be an awful lot of regret. Just remember back when that gentleman purchased Bitcoin, a pizza with Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoin, in fact. He purchased 2 pizzas. Looking back, that seemed crazy, but back then it wasn't. And I think we're going to see something similar. The likes of Michael Saylor and others are going to be, hailed in history classes in the future as, very clever individuals that, a lot of people didn't see eye to eye with and didn't agree with, their strategy, and look how it turned out. I really do believe that. So yeah, really interesting stuff. But yeah, it's crazy to think, where crypto could potentially be in the future. The other thing that's really positive, again, adds weight to, my rationale as to why investing in Bitcoin now could potentially be a good thing. Crypto job listings are rebounding with the market recovery. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, among companies hiring, thousands of crypto jobs were cut during the last downturn, and they're hiring again. I think that this is a really positive thing. So let's talk about the risk and reward when it comes to investing in crypto or Bitcoin right now. Now, a lot of people are on the fence and saying that, we shouldn't be investing at these price levels, but it is before the Bitcoin halving, and we tend to see the all-time high happen 12 months after the Bitcoin halving. Now, we've already received or, seen a new all-time high for Bitcoin pre-Bitcoin halving. I think this is a big indication of where the price is likely to go. Now, I wouldn't be purchasing on the way up. I would be purchasing on pullbacks. We recently saw a pretty healthy and overdue correction in the crypto space. I think we're going to have another one before the halving. And, for me, that would be looking like a pretty decent and positive good risk reward ratio for investing. Now, there are many articles out there, of people selling on the rise. In this article, crypto whale transfers 42.8 million ETH, that's dollars of ETH, to Binance roughly 18 hours ago. The so-called whale transfer, 12,000 ETH worth $42.8 million to Binance. And this was found on Look On Chain. What I would say is you're going to see, lots of this, right? People that, got in super early. $42.8 million is life-changing for somebody that perhaps forgot they held, 12,000 ETH that they bought at like, $1 or 50 cents, for example. You just don't know what price they purchased it at. That could be, very life-changing for individuals. So seeing this sort of thing doesn't necessarily mean that it's across the board. There will be people that will be taking profits. So, try not to get shook out of the market. The risk reward is, there, if you see it that way. And I think, Bitcoin in the institutional kind of viewpoint is very early in the adoption. We're only just starting to see pension funds starting to consider allocating to Bitcoin. So lots of upside potential as well as downside. The SEC's Gary Gensler, crypto firms skip public disclosures by dodging registration. Again, this guy, has really failed on every count. Again, trying to, cast doubt over the crypto space to people that are thinking or considering getting in to crypto. Look, I want to sort of I guess do a bit of a brush up and talk through the main things that we've covered off. I think that Bitcoin could be a last chance opportunity on the next couple of pullbacks to really be seeing some great opportunities for, building a portfolio to become a millionaire or a billionaire. I think, these are things that crypto does give to you on a plate. Now, the reason why I think this is, the sheer amount of money that has been flowing into Bitcoin from the spot Bitcoin ETFs, the fact that if we have a pullback, the supply doesn't meet the demand. So I just think that it's going to get gobbled up. Ultimately, I'd be looking for decent, healthy pullbacks in order to allocate to positions. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. Go away, do that research and see whether what I'm saying resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.